say that they were. Here's another one that's really interesting is the Calendar Girls situation. Another caller who the feds say did not leave contact info claimed that Trump had parties at Mar-a-Lago called Calendar Girls, where Epstein would bring children and Trump would auction them off. The caller claimed Trump measured the girls' private areas, you can see that there, by penetrating them with his finger and rating them based on tightness. The caller alleged the party guests, including Elon, Trump, Ivanka, Eric Trump, Alan Dershowitz, there's his name again, and Bob Shapiro. The caller claimed she and others were taken into rooms and forced to give oral to Trump. She alleged they were forced to allow them to penetrate them. She claimed she was 13 when Trump assaulted her and that Ghislaine Maxwell was present. And we all know Ghislaine Maxwell has been trying to find a way to lessen her sentence. So let's go on to some of these other screenshots here. Midas Touch, a bunch of people are sharing them. Thank goodness they were able to get these screenshots at that time. I just want to show you so you can see it yourself from the files. Here's the story about the Calendar Girls. Donald Trump, the president, had parties at Mar-a-Lago called Calendar Girls. Jeffrey Epstein would bring them in. Trump would auction them allegedly. And we've read this part here about, yeah, we don't need to read that again. I just want to show you the actual, where these files exist. You can also see here's the one about the 16 years old. At 16, while modeling, caller attended 8 parties at Epstein's New York residence. On one occasion, the caller reported she was assaulted by Epstein. On another occasion, 2 twin brothers, Alan and Orrin, lured the caller and her friend upstairs, but they escaped back downstairs. Caller said that Orrin assaulted her best friend, and a third brother, Tall, assaulted a 14-year-old girl named Blank. The caller named other individuals involved in big orgy parties with her and other young girls, Victoria's Secret models, including Bill Clinton and Donald Trump. You see the second column here, it says notable names, so they list the names here. We talked about the Rancho Palos Verdes one. That's the one they said they weren't sure about. And here's another one. Complainant claims to have video of high-profile sex party dealing with cartels, having witnessed Robin Leach strangle a young girl to death at a party. So again, allegedly, Robin Leach, the guy who hosts the lifestyles of the rich and famous. So again, we're starting to see some similarities with what we heard from that alleged audio from Sasha, who was a boy at that point in time, that said he was also trafficked in this ring. It gets crazier. Let's go on more. I am so sorry it's so tiny, you guys, and it doesn't let me make it bigger because it's on Twitter, but I'm going to do the best that I can here. Just coming right about here. Here's the one about Texas. Complainant reported his ex-girlfriend Blank were victims of Epstein and one was murdered. There's another one that says someone was murdered. While working as a limousine driver, the complainant recalled picking up Donald Trump in 1995 to take him to Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. During that ride, the complainant recalled some of the things Trump spoke about on his cell phone were very concerning and described being a few seconds from pulling the limousine over on the median, it's the lane in between lanes on the road, and within a few seconds of pulling him out of the car and hurting him due to some of the things he was saying. The complainant noted Trump repeatedly stated the name Jeffrey while on the phone. One of the complainant's ex-girlfriends, named Blank, told the complainant Trump assaulted her, as did Epstein. This is the part about Lisa Marie Presley, which we got into that part. Let's get to this one here. Complainant following up after a call with NYPD officer regarding her previous tip, reporting that she was forced to perform sex acts when she was 13 years old and pregnant in 1984. Complainant also reported there were high-profile individuals involved in sex trafficking and the murder and disposal of her newborn daughter. This is one of the ones I told you guys about before. Complainant reported Donald Trump participated regularly in paying money to force her to perform sex acts with him, and alleged Trump was present when her uncle murdered her newborn child. So we know about that story as well. Here's another one. Caller was taken by boat to Epstein's Island. Caller said it was complicated and involved Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. She said, it says the caller became a school counselor and had a meeting with the school principal, Linda Kitts, and a police officer, where the caller was informed there were pictures of herself with Epstein. The caller reported the school was mad at her for not being a Trump person, and that the school wanted her to testify and say things against Andrew Cuomo. The FBI and Donald Trump were on the phone during the meeting. The caller believes the FBI has baby pictures of her with Epstein. So all these names that are being mentioned, Andrew Cuomo, right? And here you see the school was basically wanting her to protect Donald Trump. They wanted to protect him. You see how they cover for the wealthy and the powerful? Here's another one. Caller reported that in 1987, a friend, victim 1, was out drinking and ended up at Trump Plaza. Victim 1 saw Donald Trump and wanted to meet him. An unknown approached her and offered to introduce her to Trump. The unknown man gave victim 1 a drink, and victim 1 woke up naked and sore with $300 on the bed. Victim 1 didn't remember how she got to the room. She remembered seeing a flash of Trump's face. Victim 1 called the caller and told her she thought that she had been assaulted. Victim 1 did not go to a hospital to have a kit performed because she didn't think anyone would believe her, especially because she was drunk. And this is also not uncommon. Doesn't mean it didn't happen. Let's go on here. Victim 1, husband's business had problems with suppliers, and victim 1 believed Trump was behind it. Victim 1 also started dating a lawyer, identifier unknown, who was married. Victim 1 had a fight with her lawyer boyfriend and went to a bar. Victim 1 left a bar with a man who no one in the bar recognized, but who seemed familiar with the victim. Victim 1 was never seen again. A few years ago, remains were discovered that matched the description of what victim 1 was wearing when she went missing. DNA tests at the time were inconclusive. It's getting really bad. It's not just Trump that's named. There's something. Love how MAGA is pretending Bill Gates' antibiotic story is a bigger Epstein revelation than dead sex slaves buried under Trump's golf course. This is another one. Complainant reported participating in orgies and that some girls went missing, rumored to have been murdered or buried at the facility. Complainant reported being threatened by Trump's then head of security that if she ever talked of what went on there or who she saw, he would end up as fertilizer for the back 9 holes like the other See You Next Tuesdays.